Good morning, everybody, and a frosty morning it is. This week we are going to be testing bulls. Woohoo! Now, I must say before we get started, and I'll try to get the vet to explain it to you guys a little bit better. I don't think we're going to be able to show exactly what he does because it gets a little bit graphic, but there's parts on there that children probably shouldn't just watch, but we'll do our best to explain, and that way you guys can kind of know a little bit what we do before we kick the bulls out. Now, on a side note, some of you who've seen our videos before may be thinking, you know, we have all different colors of calves. Well, we do. We've got gray, we've got black with white face, we've got red with white face, we've got red, we've got black, we've got gray with white face. And that is because of, well, some of it is the cows, but a lot of it is because of these boys here. As you can see, we have an array of colors. We have the black Angus, all kinds of them. We've got the Charolais, which is the white ones you can see over there. A few more. And then we've got a few like this guy, Hereford. So we'll start with him. Our reasoning for this is they give us our ribeye and our marbling. We'll put that into the cows. That's what we try to incorporate into the calves when they go to the feedlot. This guy mixes great with Angus cows or whatever. It gives them, like I said, that good ribeye area, and you get your marbling. Gives you your grading. The Charolais bulls, which is them white ones there, they give you your growth. I mean, they grade decent as well, but they're known for their growth. Their calves grow fast. Can be good or bad when mixed with good cows. They grow fast, they grade awesome, they're really great cattle. Sometimes when mixed with not so good of cows, the calves just grow fast, but they take longer to finish, so the feedlots don't like them. But, like I said, good cows, good bulls, makes good calves. And then we got these little black guys, and they're known all around for everything. Grading, marbling. They might not be as long as you can see, but a good mix with Angus gives you pretty much everything you want, in my opinion. Now, we buy these bulls off of their EPDs, which stands for Estimated Progeny Differences. On there, they tell you what their birth weights are, how easy they will calve, all kinds of stuff. Now, with those numbers, we can guess which bulls we put on cows, which bulls we put on heifers, their cavanies, all kinds of stuff like that. Now, in that category, there's also two other categories. We have feedlot bulls, which would be like these guys over here. And then we have maternal bulls, which would be like this little guy right here, I believe, if you can see him, 636. Now, he's in like the top 3% or something for maternal cows. So that means we're going to put him on cows and heifers that we want really good mama cows out of, so that we can raise replacement heifers to put these bad boys on there to raise calves that grade good, make good quality meat for you guys out there. So that's just a couple differences there. We're gonna get these boys gathered up, and when the vet gets here, hopefully I can talk him into talking to you guys through a little bit about what he will do, and we will go from there. And like I said, it's a little graphic, so we probably won't show a whole lot, but we'll try to show enough. Alright, Doc's going to explain a little bit here about what he does after he collects the love juice.
So we're going to look at this under the microscope. We're going to assess two different traits. We're looking at overall motility and an individual motility versus the morphology. Morphology is how each individual cell looks. And right now this bull's got a really good overall gross motility and individual motility. So I'm looking at the squirrels. I'll send you a video of that here in a minute, but really good. So the next step, we're going to take a live dead stain and we're going to mix it into our sample. What this will do is kill the cells, and then we'll spread them out into a monolayer with this other slide so we can assess the individual cells. So here towards the edge where we got some dark color, you can kind of see a wet line. They'll be feathered out where we can get an individual look at the cells and how they're shaped. So on here we're looking at heads, mid pieces, and tails. That's kind of the three distinguishable traits or body parts on a sperm cell. And most all of his are normal. We'll get a normal head, a normal mid piece, and a normal tail. Most oftenly we see secondary defects, which are storage defects from bulls that are maybe on bull pasture or virgin status, and those will be more or less probably bent tails, detached heads, hairpin tails, stuff like that. Primary defects would be something that the bull formed within the sperm during the spermatogenesis, and I don't hardly see those very often. On those you'd probably get them from a bull that has some type of testicular deformation. On this bull, he's probably 90%. I like to, kind of grade him. Motility, we've got very good, fair, and poor. And his motility is very good. His morphology is 95%. I didn't hardly see any defects. Along with your fertility exam, scrotal circumference is a good indication of fertility, and other reproductive traits. You want them at least 32 centimeters. This bull here is 39.5 centimeters. So that's within an acceptable range. And then because of the venereal disease trichomoniasis in cattle, we do trick tests annually on bulls. It's a venereal disease. It's spread from the deep prepuce of the bull, so we have to take a deep prepuce sampling. So we go up inside of his prepuce and kind of literally scrape around. We're trying to get the schmegma from the fornix, and that's indicated. That there white at the end of it is schmegma. We'll take that and inoculate a loaded auger, bacterial auger, and we'll send that off to the lab. And the lab will culture it. That means they'll grow the bacteria in an incubator and then do different tests to either quantify that it is trichomoniasis or it's not. Likely, since Wilson's haven't had any issues, probably all of our tests will come back negative. But what we're trying to get in these samples is that little bit of white debris in our regular auger. So we've got some auger pushed up, we get white debris, and then we push it all down in, and we send it off to the lab today. It'll be a 72-hour culture, and then they'll quantify what kind of bacteria they've grown. Each bull gets they've all got an EID, electric identification tag in their ear, and that'll be a state identified, federal identified test, so it'll be a significant test on this bull.
L743, right? Yeah.
So, and then we'll go back in here and add in the EID number. These are our tests from the bulls today. What we're looking at on each one of those, their ear tag number, their breed, their scrotal circumference, This one's a very good motility overall. This one's a good motility, very good concentration, meaning we had lots of cells per volume, good concentration. These are their percentage of defects, so most of them have 15 was I think the worst one, had 15% defects. Most of them were 95% normal cells. This over here is erection, ejaculation. This is a bull that didn't necessarily get an erection, but he had a good ejaculation. Same thing with this bull here. Overall, everybody tested good today. I don't have any problems. You know, I wouldn't mind turning out any one individual bull on my own cows and have any questions about them getting bred.
All right, perfect. So, ready to go to the ladies. Thanks, Doc.